Hello, all you film freaks and movie maniacs out there. My name is Nolan Carr, and I'd like to welcome you to the go-to podcast for all things cinema. But before you can ask any questions, just sit back, relax, as I present to you a Strawlane Studio Productions Critiquing with Carr. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of Memorable Movie Monday on Critiquing with Carr. As always, if you've enjoyed these reviews, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following on the audio platforms, clicking that thumbs up or like button so you can tell us you enjoy these episodes, turning post notifications so you can stay up to date on those platforms when no episodes release, as well as clicking that share arrow so you can continue to grow the podcast with all your friends and family. And if you want other ways of staying up to date with the podcast, do us a favor by following on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. And I say all of that because on this week's edition of Memorable Movie Monday, we are talking about 1998's spectacular film, Saving Private Ryan. As these usually go, we talk about who's behind the camera and in front of the camera to make it possible, its box office release total, its competition, how it did during award season, and much more before we discuss my likes, dislikes, and final ranking out of 10 Diamond Days for this movie. And without further ado, let's begin. Coming in as both the director and one of the producers of this film is Steven Spielberg. The screenwriter for this movie is Robert Rodat, and besides Spielberg as one of the producers, the other ones are Ian Bryce, Mark Gordon, and Gary Levinson. The stars for this movie are as follows: Tom Hanks, Edward Burns, Matt Damon, and Tom Sizemore. The cinematographer for this film is Janusz Kaminski. This movie was edited by Michael Kahn, and the music was done by the legendary John Williams. The production companies for this film were Amblin Entertainment and Mutual Film Company. This movie was distributed by DreamWorks and Paramount Pictures. The release date for this film was July 24th of 1998. The runtime for this movie was 170 minutes. The budget was $60 to $70 million. And the total box office gross for this movie was $482.3 million. In terms of accolades for Saving Private Ryan, they are as follows. At the Academy Awards, Tom Hanks was nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role. This movie was also nominated for Best Art Direction. Janusz Kaminski won for Best Cinematography. It was nominated for Best Director. It won for Best Film Editing. John Williams was nominated for Best Original Dramatic Score. It was nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It was nominated for Best Picture. And it was the winner of Best Sound Editing and Best Sound Mixing. At the American Film Institute Awards, Steven Spielberg won Director of the Year, and it also won Movie of the Year. At the BAFTA Awards, it was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Janusz Kaminski won for Best Cinematography. Steven Spielberg won Best Director. It also won Best Editing and Best Film. It was nominated for Best Achievement in Special Visual Effects. It was nominated for Best Makeup and Hair. Tom Hanks was nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role, and it won for Best Sound. At the Golden Globe Awards, Steven Spielberg won Best Director. It won Best Motion Picture Drama Award. Tom Hanks was nominated for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. John Williams was nominated for Best Original Score in a Motion Picture. It was also nominated for Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture. At the MTV Movie Awards, it won for Best Action Sequence. Tom Hanks won for Best Male Performance, and it was also nominated for Best Movie. At the Saturn Awards, it won for Best Action Adventure Thriller Film. Tom Hanks won for Best Actor. Janusz Kaminski won for Best Cinematography. It was nominated for Best Costumes. Steven Spielberg won Best Director. It won for Best Editing and Best Makeup. It was nominated for Best Music. It was nominated for Best Special Effects. Tom Sizemore was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Gina Gershon was nominated for Best Supporting Actress. And Giovanna Mezzogiorno was nominated for Best Supporting Actress as well. And finally, at the Screen Actor Guild Awards, it won for Best Outstanding Performance by a Cast on a Motion Picture, and Tom Hanks was nominated for Best Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Leading Role. And now it's time for one of my favorite parts, which is when I list off the top 10 highest-grossing films of that year's release, being 1998. Coming number 10 is Lethal Weapon 4. It was distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $285.4 million. And stars Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and Joe Pesci. Coming number 9 is Shakespeare in Love. It was distributed by Miramax Films and Universal Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $289.3 million. And it stars Gwyneth Paltrow, Joseph Fiennes, and Jeffrey Rush. Coming number 8 was Dr. Dolittle. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $294.4 million. And it stars Eddie Murphy, Ossie Davis, and Oliver Platt. Coming number 7 was Mulan. It was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $304.3 million. And stars Ming Na Wen, Eddie Murphy, and B.D. Wong. Coming number 6 was Deep Impact. It was distributed by Paramount Pictures and DreamWorks Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $349.4 million. It stars Robert Duvall, T. Leone, and Elijah Wood. Coming number 5 was A Bug's Life. It was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $363.3 million. And it stars Dave Foley, Kevin Spacey, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Coming number 4 was There's Something About Mary. It was distributed by 20th Century Fox. Its worldwide gross was $369.8 million. It stars Cameron Diaz, Matt Dillon, and Ben Stiller. Coming number 3 was Godzilla. It was distributed by Sony and TriStar Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $379.01 million. It stars Matthew Broderick, Jean Reno, and Maria Patillo. Coming number 2 was Saving Private Ryan. It was distributed by Paramount and DreamWorks Pictures. Its worldwide gross was $481.8 million. And it stars Tom Hanks, Edward Burns, and Matt Damon. Coming number 1 as the highest grossing film of 1998 was Armageddon. It was distributed by Buena Vista. Its worldwide gross was $553.7 million. It stars Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, and Liv Tyler. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, my review of Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan, directed by Steven Spielberg and released in 1998, stands as a monumental achievement in the war film genre. Set against the backdrop of World War II, the film offers a visceral and unflinching portrayal of the D-Day invasion and its aftermath. Spielberg's masterful direction, coupled with stellar performances from an ensemble cast, creates an immersive cinematic experience that explores themes of sacrifice, camaraderie, and the human cost of war. The film begins with a striking juxtaposition between a serene cemetery scene and the chaos of soldiers preparing to storm Omaha Beach. This contrast immediately grabs the viewer's attention and sets the tone for the emotional journey ahead. The storming of Omaha Beach is one of the most harrowing and realistic portrayals of combat ever captured on film. Spielberg's use of handheld cameras and practical effects puts viewers right in the thick of the action, conveying the sheer terror and confusion experienced by the soldiers. One of the film's strengths is its portrayal of fear amongst all characters, regardless of rank or experience. From Captain Miller to the new recruits, each soldier grapples with the overwhelming sense of dread that comes with facing death on the battlefield. Saving Private Ryan boasts an impressive ensemble cast, with actors like Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, and Tom Sizemore delivering stand-up performances. Despite the star power, no single actor overshadows the others, allowing for a cohesive and immersive viewing experience. Daniel Jackson's character provides a welcome balance amidst the tension and chaos of war. His calm demeanor and expert marksmanship offset the frustration caused by characters like Timothy Upham and Richard Rabin. While the Omaha Beach sequence is undeniably intense, there are moments where the pacing feels slightly drawn out, particularly during quieter dialogue scenes. These lulls in action can disrupt the film's momentum and make certain scenes feel sluggish. Characters like Richard Rabin may elicit frustration from viewers due to their egocentric behavior, which can detract from the overall viewing experience. Similarly, Upham's failure to act in a critical moment may leave audiences feeling disappointed or unsatisfied. Saving Private Ryan is a cinematic tour de force that immerses viewers in the brutal realities of war while exploring themes of sacrifice, duty, and camaraderie. Spielberg's direction, coupled with stellar performances from the ensemble cast, creates an emotional, resonant, and unforgettable viewing experience. However, the film is not without its flaws, as pacing issues and certain character dynamics may detract from the overall impact. Despite these shortcomings, Saving Private Ryan remains a seminal work in Spielberg's filmography and a poignant exploration of the human experience during wartime. In conclusion, Saving Private Ryan stands as a testament to the power of cinema to depict the horror and heroism of war. While it may have its flaws, particularly in terms of pacing and character dynamics, the film remains a gripping and impactful viewing experience that continues to resonate with audiences decades after its release. Which is why I am very proud to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10 on Diamond Dave's scale. And with that being said, if you've enjoyed this review, do us a favor by subscribing on YouTube, following on audio platforms, clicking that thumbs up or like button so you can tell us you enjoyed this episode, turning on post notifications so you can stay up to date on those platforms when no episodes released, as well as clicking that share arrow so you can help continue to grow the podcast with all your friends and family. If you want other ways to stay up to date with the podcast, do us a favor by following us on Instagram at Critiquing with Carr. With that being said, my film freaks and cinephiles, happy viewing.